Hello, my name is Mark Granger. I'm a teacher with the Outdoor Environmental Education Program in Montgomery County Public Schools. And we're here today with a whole bunch of really cool middle school students, and we're going to be talking to you about what to do about non-native invasive species for student service learning. All right, so kids, you got to remind me now, what is a non-native invasive species? Let's start with the non-native. What's it mean to be non-native?
A non-native is an organism that doesn't really come from the area.
Awesome, so it's not from this part of the world. Got it. All right, then what does it mean to be invasive?
An invasive organism can take over the entire habitat.
Awesome. So we're talking about plants not from around here that if they're left here start to take over the entire habitat. Hey guys, if we have these plants from other parts of the world that sort of take over this habitat, why is that a problem?
They can kill our native plants, which our organisms need for food and shelter to survive.
Got it. So by taking out the non-native invasive species, we actually help the local plants, which will in turn help the local animals, which helps out the entire habitat. If non-native invasive plants are actually a problem for the habitat, what do you think we can do about that?
We can pull them out.
Fantastic. You know what we're going to do today? We're going to pull a whole bunch of non-native invasive species. So if you're wondering what sorts of non-native invasive species are in our area in Maryland, there's a lot. We've got terrathum, we've got wineberry, we've got Asiatic bittersweet, we've got stiltgrass. And it sounds like a lot, but if you're looking for ways to identify them, you can go to our website. We have some ways that you can ID the ones which are most prevalent in your area. And we've got lesson plans that tell you about what you got to do about them to take care of them. Hey, here's something. While we're pulling up these non-native invasive plants, what are some of the things we might want to be aware of so we can stay safe?
Thorns and poison ivy.
You got it. What are some of the things we might need if we're going to do a project like this?
We will be needing gloves,
Clippers. And we need a cart like this to put our weeds in.
Ta-da! One of the native species that we're going to be taking care of today is called Asiatic bittersweet. Asiatic bittersweet, you can probably guess what continent it's from, Asia. And it might start off as a tiny little plant that looks like this, but as it grows up, it gets to stand up and it starts to seek for a place to hold on to, like trees. And if we get to this one here, you can see how it's been growing in and around this poor little elm tree here. Now, over time, if the bittersweet keeps growing up and over the elm tree, it takes over the entire canopy. And now that sunlight is blocked out. So if we don't do something about this, what's gonna happen to this elm tree? It's not gonna be with us very long.
We're gonna save this tree by pulling some weeds! Yeah!
So Asiatic bittersweet is a big problem with a lot of these trees. We're going to show you what you got to do about it when you're working with kids. Once Asiatic bittersweet grows up, one of the telltale signs is the way it twists around itself before it grows up and around these trees. Very important to remember, we're going to pull up the roots, we don't pull down the vine. If we just pull down the vine, we're pulling down the branches from that tree that we're trying to save. If we cut the vine, pull up the roots, the rest of the vine dies. So it's going to look like this. Cayenne, clippers. Thank you. We ready to pull out this vine?
Let's do it.
All right. Ready? So one of the ways we know that bittersweet is actually bittersweet, the roots are bright orange. And we do want to get all the roots out that we can. If we leave roots inside the ground, there's a good chance more bittersweet will just grow right back up. Another non-native invasive species common in this area is Japanese stiltgrass. It's from Asia, it was used as packing grass, got here accidentally, and is now spread all over our understory. Like most of the non-native invasives, you want to pull up all the roots, you want to shake out the soil, and you want to cart away the non-native invasive plants if you can. So like this, pull them up, shake out the soil, put them in a cart. This is the wineberry plant. This one has thorns, so when you pull this one up, you want to be sure you get way down into the ground to grab it where there aren't any thorns. So you fall it down to the ground, no thorns, pull gently, get the roots, shake, shake, shake off the dirt, put it in the cart.
I know. We did it!
In a very short time, that is a lot of weeds. Bye bye.
How did we leave some teamwork? Teamwork. That's
Nice job,
what we did.